Alright, we have a very, very sketchy draw on the draw. So if we draw a Prism or Astrolabe, we have Peace. It's okay, whatever. If it's a mirror, I'm just like, ugh, I gotta draw real well. I actually have to draw pretty well for anything, so. Alright, they're on some sort of probably guess guy. I'm just gonna guess. Guess guy. Alright, Secret. Turn 1 Astrolabe does lead to better draws. Oh, hello. Hello, Astrolabe. Well, my hand got a lot better. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and cycle that. I don't feel like representing anything. Might as well keep my time up. Definitely cycling in a turn anyway, so. Let's see what they got. They got a Glint Hawk or another core Skyfisher. Skyfish it is. Alright, I think I'm going to evoke a Mole Drifter unless I draw Ephemerate. Yep. Do I thin more? I guess I thin more. I'm not going to evoke the second Mole Drifter. I'm rather just going to cycle for a island. And then play a land and then Moment's Peace during their turn. And good at 14. Feel fine in 14. You know, that's not the worst. If my opponent plays a core Skyfisher, I'm just going to prohibit it, right? Because then, if they counter back, I get to Dispel back and then play Item Vulture for a wall. Or, I guess I can't play both. Don't quite have enough mana, even if I draw a tower. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just use this Moment's Peace up while I have a chance. My mana is going to be pretty tight otherwise. They're not going to counter that. Yeah, okay. That would have been very strange if they counter there. Now what do I do? I guess there's things I would dispel, so I'm not going to F6, but... If they play nothing, what do I do? It's easy if I draw a map or Trinket Mage or Tower. It's harder if I don't draw something. Of course, I also could just tap out or something and just slam the Archaeomancer, and I can just play a Mole Drifter. But I guess it depends on what their hand is too, huh? Could have a bunch of lands in hand. Bunch of lands in a Archaeomancer. I guess they don't have Ephemerate, and they were just and they were just wondering if they need to just burn the Mole Drifter. What the hell? They do have Ephemerate. That's weird. Why do they think so long? Oh. This deck's reasonable. So stupid. Why is this deck legal? Wow, look at how much work I put into this draw. If my opponent tries to kill a wall, I guess I'll let it happen. And then just Mole Drifter, Flicker, and Counterspell. If my opponent plays nothing, I'm just going to play this Mole Drifter. Why would you play Ash Barrens first? Just play your Ponder first. Also, how am I up on time? I spent like a minute and a half trying to figure out what my opponent was playing. When it was obvious it was just going to be an Astrolabe deck. Everybody's playing an Astrolabe deck. Anyway. 12 points? Huh. Alright, well, my opponent didn't kill the wall, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to just play a Muldrifter. I'm just going to Dispel. And if they play another counterspell, I guess it depends on what they're going to counter. If they counter the Muldrifter, yeah, okay, I have to just Prohibitor. If they had counted the Dispel, I had the option to Flicker, Astrolabe, and Wall, and then Dispel. It keeps my Prohibit in hand, and I think that's hidden information, so... But, it didn't matter. I had to do it this way, so... Yeah, that was pretty okay sequence. I got a lot of colored mana now. Alright, opponent. You got some work to do. I am going to chump here. I don't want to die to double bolt. Oh, Archaeomancer Ephemerate, sure. Or, well... The Archaeomancer counterspell, they are very dead. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm not... Well, I guess I am jumping. I just don't... I don't want to die to double bolt. That seems like a really stupid way to die. Not when I can wall back Moment's Peace next turn. I guess I'm going to play this. Okay, so I want to counter this and get back a counterspell, right? And I don't think I have enough mana to do that. I could Flicker and Dispel, but then I just get back Flicker. Alright, let's see what we have on top. If we have a Stonehorn on top, then we don't need to do anything shenanigans, I guess. I'm going to bottom both of those. I'm a coward. Alright, I'll die to double bolt. Whatever. Or rather, I'll die to double bolt plus counterspell. Or double bolt plus them casting something that I need to counter. I'll need to counter that. I guess all the things that I need to counter are also bolts. Like, Ephemerate is, if they have a bolt, is a bolt, so... What is this? Yeah, I don't care. Draw as many cards as you want. I'm gonna hopefully lock them out next turn, so... Like, I'm just gonna have such a crippling mana advantage, I don't... It's gonna be really difficult for them to get past it. Whatever. I'll die to double bolt. I got a counter. Oh, they do have double bolt. Oh, they have Scred. Sure. Sure. Huh. Okay. Oh, I'm glad they used it now. Oh, it's Stonehorn. Stonehorn. And then I'm going to play a tower and not play the prism. Seems pretty easy. I got Dispel for any potential shenanigans. Yeah, I don't care about that. Is that all 4 Muldrifter? No, just 3. Alright. I guess I flicker here in response to another Remora, but they don't have that, so. Target here. They dispel, I counter. They scred. Braidstorm's fine. They scred, I guess I let it happen. No, I guess I dispel. It sucks if they have dispel plus scred. You know, I don't know about dispel, right? I'm just okay. Bolt? I'm at 4. Whatever. Whatever. I have no explanation for this play from my opponent. I don't really care. I'm gonna draw a card. If I can find a Teaching's Pulse or another wall, then this game's over. If I find a horror, this game's basically over. Two mana to draw a card is better than 3 mana to draw a card. Kind of missing. Yeah, I have enough to dispel plus flicker. Plus oops, wrong way. Let's have this a little bit better. Because I'm going to want to flicker these two, and then I want to dispel plus have flicker on wall getting back dispel, if it comes to that. Oh, Ephemerate's really good. That also might lock it up. I guess that means I'm just going to do this, and then hold up a bunch of mana. No. Alright, if I untap, I win. Because I'm going to have 3 counter spells in hand. And combat's going to be locked down, so. So if I untap, I have to counter Ephemerates. I'll flicker in response to a Scred on wall. Another removal spell on wall, I guess, I would do the same. What else? They can't have 2 bolts in hand, obviously. That would be madness. You had an opponent at 4 and you're just going to cast 2 bolts. Come on. Archaeomancer doesn't really do anything. It's just 4 mana, make my meat spend 1, which I can deal with. The other Custody Squire. Huh. That's a lot of mana. I guess they're going to vote for Mystic Remora. What do I do in that case? Yeah, I guess I'll go for Mystic Remora too. I guess I burn the flick. They did nothing? Opponent, what are you doing? If they Ephemerate Archaeomancer, I would let it happen. They square it, I counter. Alright. Not sure why they didn't do this main phase, but okay. I will go ahead and skip combat for a while. Alright, let's draw some spells. Let's spell. Let's just skip combat for a while. Why would they get Mystic Remora? Why not just get Muldrifter if they have it? Okay, whatever. My opponent has their reasoning, presumably. Maybe they already have the Ephemerate in hand. Maybe they have a Seeker of the Way. Just gonna target 2 things and then pay 4. Like Mr. Gamora, what is it going to do here? Also, my power plants disappeared for a second there. They were shy. They didn't want to show up. I already auto yielded, huh? Well, I do need to draw a spell eventually. On the plus side, we have plenty of mana. Again, Pulse or Teachings should clear this game up. Or another Stonehorn, that's what I was really looking for. Horror, I get to bounce my own thing and replay it, so that's okay. How many lands do I have left? I've not discarded a Tron land. I've got 1 Ash Barrens, 1 Island, and 1 of these Tron pieces, so 5 lands and in 21 cards. Alright. See if they top deck first. They did. Okay. So we need to top deck Teachings. On the plus side, if we do top deck Teachings, we got this. So that's cool. That was a turn late. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't understand that Remora play. Why wouldn't you just scred in immediately, right? And then you could, whatever. Doesn't matter. I guess I shouldn't have flickered. I could have just held Flicker and held Dispel. But I did not. Very strange play from my opponent. Got me. Let's see what else I got in here. Oh, I'm on the play? I don't need this piece then. Oh. The Pulse, I guess. Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Why did they get Mr. Gamora? Why? What? Why would they get Mystic Remora? Whatever. Opponent ripped Ephemerate before I could rip Wall Drifter, Wall, Horror, Pulse, Teachings. Anyway. Another Flicker. Which is unfortunate. I gave them the time to do so. I would like to play first. Okay. Acceptable. Astrolabe, map, and then I got Tron plus Flicker and Generic Mage, and everybody's happy. Alright. Hopefully I don't flood out too bad. Flicker's not really flooding out, so hopefully we can do something with that. Relic is tolerable. Prohibit was a pretty good draw. I would prohibit Seeker. Let's see what if they play an artifact. Yeah, I actually just going to counter this because this also enables Pyroblast. So, yeah. This turns on their dorky white creatures. It enables Pyroblast, so they could counter my Trinket Mage next turn. So as it now stands, I get to go Trinket Mage, safe, get map, and then if they hold up mana for Counterspell, I just pass turn with Flicker up. And if they don't, well, I get to play map, get Tron. Play map, crack map, get Tron. Actually, I guess I play island, play map, and then just pass. Yeah. So I get to fill my graveyard a little bit, which is relevant because they have a relic in play. This stops their taps from having too much of an effect here. It's not like I'm using 2 mana, right? Also, if my opponent does something insane like Molten Rain all my lands, I get to just flicker. So, that's cool. Yeah. Like if my opponent goes land, Molten Rain, your tower, I get to flicker the tower in the map, or the mage. I'll go ahead and get a plant and cycle in Ash Barrens for a plains? I think. Yeah, I want plains, so if I have a horror, I can ephemerate as well. But that's for later. Given my opponent did nothing, I'm going to do nothing except stack, so I don't want to play into counterspell. There's no reason to. Not when I can just flicker into turn. Get some value. Or in response to whatever they are up to. What's this? Yeah, sure, I'll scrap that. I'll scratch in response, or flicker in response. I don't think I do another flicker. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Something like that. Yeah. Well, that was value. 3 for 1. Drew a card, got an Astrolabe, and got a Scred, so not bad. Yeah, sure. They missed a land drop, did not sack Relic. Alright. Remove Soul? Sure. I'll just pay 4. My opponent's mana is extremely taxed. So, like, how long can they really pay for the Remora? Also, if they do pay for Remora, do I care? Not really. Especially if they're hesitant to sack this Relic ever. Like, oh. Okay. Deal. Seeker? No, because Skyfisher, okay. What the hell? Okay. They returned the land and not the Astrolabe? What is my opponent hoping to beat over here? I don't really want to expose my my compulsive research. I have 1 horror in the deck. I don't have a compulsive, or not the compulsive, the condescent. So if my horror's the bottom card, the actual bottom card, I could be in trouble. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's draw 2 cards. I have plenty of flickers left in my deck. I don't have very many, ways to win the game. So, always yield, always yield. I'll just get an Astrolabe, draw a card, and play a Astrolabe. Given I have a pile of Pyroblasts and other stuff in my deck, I can just chill for a bit. Like, my opponent is just binning cards, so... My opponent doesn't attack. Alright. They returned to land, didn't get to draw the card off the Skyfisher, and then they don't attack with it. They don't do anything. They don't even play a land, so they can't even top deck Ephemerate. Oh my god. This Relic has been so bad for them. And they play the land instead of being able to hold it up. Instead of being able to cycle it for a different colored mana. I'm gonna pass. Definitely don't want to run research into a Pyroblast. That would be foolish. I have lots of time. What I don't have is, like, spells. Both spells that do things in my, like, win the game in my deck, and also spells that do thing in my hand, so. Okay. Play land, no swings, sure. Pass. Pass. Get rid of the Mole Drifter. I don't have Pulse, right? Yeah. So I got 2 walls, horror, and this compulsive that I need to protect. I don't care about countering Brainstorm. I also don't care about countering a Flicker, so no reason to do that at that point. Go ahead and counter there. Make him use actual counterspell. They don't have it. So that's fine. I still don't want to play anything. I don't want to play anything into counterspells while I can draw counterspells. My opponent doesn't want to do anything, I don't want to do anything. Especially not Mole Drifter, which is a premium card here. Well, my opponent was stuck on mana and now they're flooding, so. Really? I wonder what caused them to want to swing there. Are they going to ephemerate their Skyfisher and eat my Trinket Mage? I didn't think so, but... you know, these have to come out eventually. Why not now? They can also bash through, so, I mean, whoop, go ahead. Alright, we're looking for teachings, counterspells, relevant spells. Might as well keep a Pyroblast in there. Oh, Shattering Pulse would be fine. I could kill their Arkham's Astrolabe, and then hit the Relic at the end of their turn. Don't want to play into Pyroblast, if they have one. And if they don't have one, then I get to draw a bunch of cards later, so. I just have so many draws that are great that that seems like a waste of a card. I guess they are at 10. I mean, I am drawing lots of lands, so, you know, maybe I won't draw anything. I don't have any... I have 1 Ash Barrens, 2 Islands, 1, 2, so 5 Tron pieces, so 7 lands left? Or 8 lands left? Yeah. I think 8 lands and 29 cards means I'm going to draw spells eventually. Soon. Eventually. Soon eventually. Like, they didn't counter my Pyroblast on their Mole Drifter, so I have to assume that they don't have a counterspell that isn't Pyroblast. You can't Pyroblast. Well, you can, but it doesn't do anything. I don't want to cast a blue spell into what I think it can is probably a Pyroblast. Oh, well, sure. Sure. I mean, it draws a card, right? It's like better than Cycles. It's like a divination. You pay 1 mana for the Ephemerate and 2 for the Astrolabe, and then you draw a bunch of cards. Spell. Come on, deck. Give me something. What the hell? Okay, Scred. Alright. Hopefully they have actual counterspell, not just double Pyroblast, but They have double Pyroblast. That's frustrating. Alright, so I drew all lands in a row, but hopefully we'll be able to draw some spells soon. I get to Pyroblast a Archaeomancer if that comes out, so shouldn't have to worry about that. But if I wait too long, I might not be able to win, so let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can draw some things that do things. Yep. Eventually my opponent's gonna start hitting lands too, so. Spells. Spell, 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 spell. Really wish I had did that earlier, but I guess that's fine for a certain definition of fine. I'm gonna do this now. If they counter it, I get to exile it instead of the compulsive next turn. So yeah, I'll counter that. We have all the counter spells. All right, they've drawn more counter spells than I've drawn spells, which is frustrating, but or they're just representing poorly. I mean, if they had Ephemerate, they would use it, right? So they know I have no cards in hand. So might as well hit these. Alright. Goodbye, Muldrifter. And goodbye, Pyroblast. If I draw a wall now, it sucks, but whatever. Because they just sack the stupid relic. Okay. Alright. I have one more island and one more Ash Barrens. Alright. So I'm gonna have 4 lands left in my library after this. Let's go ahead and get this old Snipadoodle out. Man. This is kind of a bummer way to go out if I lose to this, but I have drawn a few lands. There's no reason to do it now. Might as well make my opponent use their mana. So, pass. I also get to hit Astrolabe. Is my opponent not running Prism? Is that what's going on? Alright, if my opponent doesn't want to sack, then I can just sit here. Alright, let me get my handy-dandy marking tool, and then I can cross off things as I draw them. That's a bad draw, but it might be good later. I have no reason to keep to pulse if my opponent doesn't want to crack the relic, so. Like, they're depriving themselves of the card in hand, so. And if they play an Archaeomancer, I get to do this. Alright. I've got to turn to draw something. What? Are they going to respond with a spell? Why did they not just let the relic die? Okay, whatever. Let's draw a Muldrifter, I guess. Flicker. I guess I flicker here and here. I will Hydroblast anything, so. Okay. Do they have Ephemerate? Given they used all their graveyard, I can beat Ephemerate. I just need to draw Teachings, but alright. Also, they only have one counterspell available, so Okay. Brainstorm helps them a lot. But I can draw spells. Sure. They didn't want to get Ash Barrens back and cycle it to get the land out. You guys not? Okay. Or get Archaeomancer back, even. I guess I can pass. I do need teachings or hit running spells, but you know, I got a few turns. I don't have many, but I have a few. That was a frustrating land pocket to go through, but you know, it's over. Surely I'll just draw runner spells, and it'll be fine. Huh? Are they gonna burn an Ephemerate on the Skyfisher? That can't be right. They must have drawn another Skyfisher. Okay. Burning a bolt. Okay. Pass. Okay. Alright, I need to draw teaching this turn. And if I do, I think I'm in a good spot. If I don't, I think I'm dead. Man, if they just let my thing kill their relic, I would be so dead right now because they would have ephemerate going plus 2 counterspells on hand. Whew. All right. 2 or more counterspells in hand, even. All right, we're gonna start with Prism. There's teachings. We'll start with Dignitary. See if they'll counter. We'll pass. We have basically infinite mana. Sure. If they lead with Ephemerate, I get to teachings. Just gonna start with Dispel. Then go ahead and teachings again. Getting Dispel because if they Pyroblast, I get Hydroblast, which helps. Go ahead and counter. How many Ephemerates do I think my opponent's running? And if they have one in hand, I am in bad shape, but... Wait, so if I counter here, and they have Ephemerate, they just get the Ephemerate back, so it doesn't matter. So I might as well just counter the stupid counterspell. Alright. Well, I am very dead. Unfortunately. That's frustrating, but, you know, we have another match. Hopefully we can draw spells. We are very, very dead. Wow. Okay, yeah, we just bricked off for like 9 or 10 turns, which is tremendously unlikely, but, you know, it's Magic, so sometimes that happens. Also, my opponent could not have top-decked when they did. But they did, and I did not, so. Hopefully we can draw a good hand next game. Hopefully we'll win the coin flip even better. And then maybe we get a good matchup and cruise on into the top 8.